fine. They've sold it all. Oh, she's foggy this morning. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. We've stopped in the little town of Bega, and guess where we're heading? We're heading for some cheese. Woohoo! I'm excited. Woo. Hey there, big girl. How are you going? So as usual, I'm pretty keen for the cheese, but there's ice cream. So Mr. B's going to be happy too. We are checking out. They actually make it here on site. So they've got people in there making the ice cream. How cool is that? What's this one? Milk bottling. I did notice that they do the cow feeding at, what was it say? 10 and 4. It's 2:45, so we're not going to be able to do that because we are making tracks and we're heading somewhere else. But I couldn't help it. I said to Dave, can we stop here? I could hear cheese calling me. And you know what? If cheese isn't your thing, you can always pop across the road to the pub. And it's been there for a long time. It opened in 1877.
For ice cream?
Oh, well, yeah, you can have ice cream, cakes, cheese, and you can go across the road for a beer. If you're coming to visit this cute little town and you decide that you've had too much cheese and too much vinos or beers, you can actually stay here. How cute is that? So there's a couple of cottages here, or you can actually stay at the pub as well. As I said, we're cruising on through. We're making tracks to our next lot of accommodation, and we'll be there probably in about an hour. What flavour did you get, Mr. B?
Bushmint.
How's it taste?
Amazing. So
good. Well, I did some taste testing and then we decided to get the whole box. So with this one you get, what's that? 6 of the cheeses, the crackers, the quince, and a gingerbread man, which was $55.
Gingerbread man, mine.
Yes, the gingerbread man is for Mr. B. So yeah, you get the whole pack for $55, or it was $6 per cheese. So we just thought, you know what, let's just go for cheese and get the whole lot. Oh, she's foggy this morning. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. It's so foggy and cold, and it's 8:30 in the morning. Look at that. I'm not going to be able to go back inside on the carpet with that. It's everywhere and it's all wet. Now I'm going to have to take them off. Well, I've come back in the van. As I said, it's 8:30 and we've got the heater blaring on full blast. Since what time, Mr. Bede, we put the heater on?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock this morning, and it's still sitting at 16 degrees. Just gotta say, Bega, it is cold. Now, don't you go trying to catch any sharks here, I tell ya. Fishing only. This is a little beauty. Let's go check it out. After this morning and all the fog and the coldness, we are exploring. We are down at the Tathra Wharf Cafe. And did you check this out? Oh my goodness. These are locally baked in town. the Wharf Cafe is open every day from 8:30 till 4, and they also have a little museum upstairs, but the museum's only open on a Saturday and a Sunday, and from around about 10 to 2. Such a beautiful spot. Highly recommend coming and checking this out. And the wharf was actually built in 1860, so that's the reason why she is on the historical list. Tathra is only around about 15-20 minutes from Bega, which is actually where we're staying. I'm going to show you around Bega when we get back as well, but we're just going to explore this local area and see what else we may come across. We are just in the middle of nowhere on the roadside. Voila! We have a community swap library. Look at it. Gotta love it. So on our travels, we have found a lot of swap book exchange. Usually they're in the laundromat. This one is literally in the middle of nowhere. Gotta love it. How many books do you want today, Mr. B?
3.
3? Mimosa Winery. Gotta say, it is beautiful, but guess what? The cellar door was shut. Why was it shut? Because they ran out of wine. They've sold it all. I guess we'll have to come back next time. Gotta say, how nice was the restaurant? It was really beautiful. We weren't ready for lunch. We're gonna continue exploring this beautiful area, but if you're down this way, I'm thinking that it probably was about 28 kilometers from I keep forgetting the name of it.
Tathra.
Tathra. 28 kilometers from Tathra, and it was a scenic view. It definitely was really nice. We're going to make our way back again because we've actually found some tracks, and I'm pretty keen. Feels like it's warming up a little bit out there. Jumped off the main road into the Mimosa Rocks National Park. This one's saying around about 4 k's in, and we're going to hit the Gillard Beach. It did say that there's camping available. Who knows what else, because we're exploring and we haven't been here before. So we're just going to cruise along. Track's not too bad, is it?
No,
track, road, fire trail. Actually, I'm not going to call it a fire trail. I feel like I'm going to call it a road. The road in. It's not too bad. A little bit bumpy in places. Could you get down here in a 2-wheel drive? I'm going to say yeah, take it slow. So we just made our way into the camping area. It was definitely not too bad going. We have learnt also, well, with Dave and I coming from Queensland, we mainly book with Queensland Parks, but what we've learnt with New South Wales, you simply go online and you get a permit, which gives you access to all of the parks. However, when you do book for the camping, generally most of them, I'm not going to say all of them, most of them, you just have to pay a booking fee. We booked a couple of them moving forward, and it's only costing $6 for the actual booking fee. That is unlimited night, so it's not per night. How good is that? Got to say, New South Wales, thumbs up for that one.
They usually say, do this, do that, grow up, be nice and
Also at the day use area here, there is full electric barbecues to use, which are really nice. They look pretty good and clean. Picnic table area, and also the toilets, and they were pretty clean as well. So if you don't want to camp, you can just literally come here for a day visit like we have. So absolutely spectacular. How beautiful is the beach? I was just saying to Dave before, because we've been so used to being up in the territory and that for the last 6 months, it's been hectic with crocodiles, and then we've come here and now there's signs with sharks. So the only shark I want to see is our shark, Big Brucey, this one, Big Brucey shark. Anyways, it's too cold for me to be swimming today anyway. So we're just chatting and saying that there's actually some really good big sites here. So if you've got a group of jeepers or just friends that you want to go away with for the weekend. Oh, there's a kangaroo. Let's see if we can get it. Can you see? There he is, up ahead. Off he goes.
Let tomorrow be tomorrow, not here now. Forget your trouble and celebrate tonight. Come and join it, get it started in this town. I'd rather be fun than what they say won't be safe and sound. There's time for that now. And while we are young, let's be stupid. Just you, me, and the night. The one thing we should know is that we got plenty of.
We have found the museum in Bega. It's a quaint little place. We're going to check it out, see what we can find. It's only open 3 days a week, and guess what? We're lucky because it's open today. There's so many cool things to see in here. Just behind me, we actually thought that might have been the first caravan, but it's actually the very first ambulance, and it's all kitted out inside as well. Yeah, I don't know about riding in the back of that, but I guess when you need an ambulance, you needed an ambulance.
So Mrs. B is on the sulky seat.
I'm having a sulk. I don't know what I'm sulking about because it's such a beautiful day. I'm on the sulky seat. Giddy up.
We'll break that.
Oh yeah, better not wriggle too much. Had too many danishes. And what is this, you may ask? This is the original phone book. You don't have these anymore, I tell you. I was brought up with the good old phone book. You wanted somebody's number, you looked up their surname, you found the phone number. Today, these are long gone. Bit like the old Refidex too, but we'll leave that for another episode. Just come across this amazing picture in the museum because we're currently staying at the showgrounds, and we've just spotted this photo from the Jubilee show back in, well, when was the show, when was this on then? 1922. Yep. This photo was taken in 1922, and just point to where the van's parked. So the van would be parked.
So we're just over here.
Yeah. And
changed a bit because there seems to be a bit of a drop now.
It does. So I was talking to the caretaker yesterday as well. So the hall was built way back in 1851 and it's still standing. They are about to do some new construction, I guess you'd say. But the old hall is still standing. But check it out. How cool is that? That's awesome. How lucky are we to stay at the showgrounds after all those years? And that was the Bega Museum. Do you want me to tell you something really cheesy? We're at the Bega Cheese Factory. burger?
It was amazing. So I got the Heritage Burger.
With some extras.
With some bacon and some egg.
That was this is lunch too, by the way, guys.
It was like a pounder. That's
it was
how
huge.
bloody heavy it was.
You saw the size of it. It was crazy.
But the thing was, it was super hot. It was straight off the grill. So take that into account. And I'll rate my burger. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
That's good.
That's a pretty good burger.
The cheese platter. You've got to have a cheese platter when you come to the famous Bega Heritage Cheese Factory. So I'm talking, this place started back in the 1900s.
1899 to be precise.
Well, that's when it was founded.
Yeah, founded,
But
yes.
then the dairy, well, the actual dairy itself here on this premises was built in the 1900s. It then got rebuilt in 1997, and it is what it is today.
It does export to over 40 countries, and each yearly revenue is about $35 million.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, back to the cheese platter. Sorry, guys. The cheese platter. $18.50 for the cheese platter. Highly recommend it. The ladies were lovely. Dave's burger was really good as well. I'm taking some home, so I didn't actually eat it all. And we're going to say, check out the Bega
Cheese Heritage Factory.
Yeah, and the museum upstairs was really great as well. And they also have a little gift shop, which is called the Spotted Cow. So yeah, check it out. How cool is Bega? It's a kind of a quaint little town. It's got a population in the town itself of around about 5,000, and the actual Bega Valley included, it's only around about 35 to 40,000. So yeah, it's a small little town. Well, it's not that small, but anyway. How good is the showgrounds? Gotta say, we love staying at the showgrounds when we can get an opportunity. I feel like it's putting back into the community. And hey, $25 a night, gotta say, it's got everything that you can ask for. We've had power, water, hot facilities, and the caretaker has been absolutely amazing. And he loves to have a good old yarn, which, you know, I don't mind either, so that's been good. I'm going to show you around a little bit. A couple of fun facts. The hall, how beautiful is the hall? The hall has been standing for 151 years, and the only thing that it's ever had replaced is a couple of windows, because in the morning the rosellas and the cockatoos like to fly into the windows. That's the only thing that's been replaced. They are doing some construction on the few little areas that I will show you in a minute, but the hall is staying as it is, so that's good. The show itself has been going for over 150 years as well. They just celebrated, so that's pretty cool in itself. And hey, I'm sure you're going to get lots of Bega cheese at the show. But anywho, let's crack on, and I'm going to show you around the showgrounds. I will put the link below for the showgrounds. We follow Wiki Camps on a lot of our journey around Australia, and that's how I found it. You can just text or give the caretaker a call, and you know what? He's going to fit you in. He is a champ. It's pretty quiet this time of the year with us traveling south in the winter. But hey, you know what? We've got the extra luxury of having the heater running in the Eddie van, so that's really good. I guess your average thing, well, not your average thing, your true Aussie thing that you got to have at the show, and I guess any show, is the bar. I reckon this will be pretty cracking too when it's showtime. But yeah, you've got the bar. I guess up here you've got a bit of maybe the canteen or the cake stall. Who doesn't like a good cake at the show? Pretty good. One thing I did use yesterday was the laundry. I know this might sound a little bit boring to some of you, but when you're traveling on the road full time, as I've said before, the laundry, if you can get a good laundry, you do your washing and whew, you're all ready to go. So the laundry here is $2.50 a load and $1.50 a load for the dryer. It's not coin operated. You just put your money in an envelope. I know it's only basic, but hey, washing machine, got your dryer, give the money to the caretaker, boom, off you go. There's no timer for the dryer, so it's $1.50. When you close the dry, it's still $1.50. How good is that? Gotta say, last night Dave and I were chatting about it. And sometimes you can spend 20 bucks at the laundromat. But anywho, moving right along, let's go up the back. There's the cute little animal nursery. Yeah, no animals at the moment because there's no show. But hey, you know what? I reckon there'll be full of animals here when the show's on. When's the show on, you might ask? Well, I believe that the show's generally on February. So I guess February is probably a good time in Bega because it's nice and hot. So there you go. Put that on your diary. February next year. Come to the Bega show. The one thing I really liked when I had a chat to the caretaker too is this area just behind me, which is right next to the caretaker's office. They have dedicated that to a ladies only area. So basically there are a lot of ladies traveling solo around Australia, and sometimes, you know, it can become a little bit like, you know, where am I staying? What's the security like? That type of thing. So here at the showgrounds, there's actually a ladies only area. If that's where you choose to stay, you don't have to, but it's actually just an option, which I thought was pretty cool. Come and get your tickets at the show. I reckon this is the old ticket box here. Come and pay your money and get into the show. Oh dear. I mean, there's probably a few other things you can do around Bega. We've just done pretty much what you've seen, and we're going to call this episode after I finish showing you around because we're going to move on. But hey, support the locals. We did a little bit of a shop. We filled up Big Brucey. We've got a bloody nail stuck in the nitto, so we had to go to Tyre Power, so they were awesome. Again, just supporting the locals, which has been great. Oh, the other morning when I woke up, I didn't actually get to go to the aerobics or the dancing because by the time I warmed up and got ready, it was finished. But anyway, I had a chat to the ladies. Yeah, I'm not going to be here. It's only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but there's so much going on here at the community centre as well, so that's pretty cool. I guess next time we come through Bega, it's going to be looking quite different. Yeah, it's a cute little town.